Hey everyone, hope you all are doing well and had a fabulous Thanksgiving last week. I know I certainly did. I hope you all had several reasons to be thankful. I know for me, I definitely have one, and it's you guys, because on Wednesday, we officially hit 6 months on this YouTube channel, which is absolutely crazy. It's crazy to think that just a couple of years ago, I had this dream of doing this YouTube channel, not necessarily to achieve all the accolades and titles and monetization and whatnot, but just to try something out, just to see what comes of it. And definitely in this video I want to talk about where we've been, where we are, and where I plan to be, and what changes are necessary in order to kind of think more strategically about this channel. But first, before we get into it, if you're new here, hello and welcome. My name is Cooper and I'm a recent college graduate, documenting my journey as well as giving advice to you all here on this YouTube channel. So if that is something you are interested in, feel free to stick around. All right, let's hop into it. So first and foremost, I do want to just give a brief rundown of my analytics up to this point. And so starting off with subscriber count, in 6 months, currently the channel is sitting at 52 subscribers. Amazing. As for views, let's go to lifetime. So lifetime views are just above 2,000, so 2.2K. Total watch time is 70.9 hours. Again, like I said, 52 subscribers up into this point. And if you're curious, I have over 120,000 impressions with a 1.3% click-through rate and an average view duration of 1 minute and 55 seconds. So when I shrink this down to the month of November, let's go month by month. So just in the past month alone, I gained 11 subscribers, got 688 views, and 21.9 watch hours. So definitely one thing that I've noticed is that the statistics have definitely trended upwards. These last 2 months have been my biggest. Even when I go back into October, my number of subscribers increased by 28. So I gained over half of my subscribers within the last 2 months, and over half just in the month of October alone. Definitely November saw a little bit of stagnation in terms of growth, but November was definitely larger in comparison to the first 4 months. So that's my analytics out of the way. Now to get into some of my personal thoughts on the channel and where I'm planning on going from here. And so the first thing I kind of want to talk about is my past. This is kind of evolved into sort of a series, right? I've put out a new video every single month, kind of documenting my journey. So I have a 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, 4 month, 5 month, and now this is the 6 month on YouTube. And each of those videos, I've kind of said similar things to where I'm using this channel as a means to just try new things, to make videos about what I want to make about, and just offer advice, right? That it's a very laid back, casual nature, just giving my unprompted, raw, authentic thoughts to you guys. But definitely now that it's been 6 months and I can look back and I've been able to do that long term, because the other thing I've talked about is that YouTube is definitely a long-term game, and anybody who seeks or desires to get into the YouTube space should go in with the awareness that it is a long-term game, right? There are some creators who get extremely lucky, if you want to call it that. Some are just super good at it, but most of the time it is luck. The algorithm picks you up if you're doing like the right things, and you can see an explosion of growth in a very short period of time. Lots of people do that. However, my whole point is that I am very raw and authentic and transparent with the fact that this is a channel that I would say has the typical or average amount of growth that you would typically see. And that means it's not that many. Some people grow to 1,000 subscribers in a couple months, whereas I'm still sitting at 52 subscribers, right? And so I think the point of this is that something's going to change, right? I have now switched my mindset into, whereas I was once in a more casual yet still committed relationship with YouTube, like I showed up, posted twice a week, right? But I didn't put too much thought into the niche or the topic. It was just about what did I feel like talking about that day. right? Whereas now, it's been 6 months, and I do feel that the amount of growth that I would like out of this channel is more. I have higher expectations. My standards are rising, especially going into the new year. And so I expect and I'm setting the goals for myself to achieve a lot more growth in the next 6 months, so that when I make my 1 year on YouTube video, we've come a lot further, right? And that's not to say that what I've done is bad or less than. It's just everyone has their own expectations, and now that I've been on this channel, this platform for a significant extended period of time, I can now see with a clear perspective and lens on the matter and kind of give an honest reflection. And so that's kind of my reflection right now that I'm sharing with you guys, is that I feel that I am ready to push this channel to the next step, and that means taking a slightly different approach. And I will expand on this. I'll have one more video coming out on Friday before I'll likely break for the year and come back on the New Year's. But essentially what I will be doing is revamping my niche, my channel, and tailoring it to something that will allow me to grow. Because I think right now the main theme of this channel has been a lot about, self-improvement, motivation, discipline, a lot of internal advice and guidance, mainly geared towards young adults, but honestly it's for anybody, right? But definitely I think what has happened is that my niche is so extremely broad. There's so many people that give the kinds of advice that I'm giving on this channel out in the world. There's so many people on YouTube who do that same thing. And so it's extremely saturated, and that's what I've had to kind of come to terms with and be honest with myself, is that it is saturated. And for me to grow, I need to obey the simple laws of supply and demand and move into a target market that is less saturated. And so that's going to be my goal. I'm going to put one more video out on Friday to kind of expand on this thought process, and kind of brainstorm with you guys on what that might look like. But definitely over the next month, as I'm off and I take a break and I come back in the new year, there will be a new game plan for this channel moving forward, tailored so that I can help expedite the growth process. And so with that, that's all I had. So I just wanted to give again my honest analytics and my honest reflection for where I'm at, where I've been, and where I want to be. So again, if you found any value from this channel, feel free to like, subscribe, give a comment below if you're starting your own channels and you want to share your own perspectives and what you've learned and what you are looking to change, if any. And with that, I'll see you guys on the next one. Godspeed.